I'm Jenny Barnett Rohrs, your host. Today we will fly high with projects with feathers and wings. To begin, we're making paper feathers. I was inspired to make this project after walking with my daughter in a national park. We saw lots of really cool bird feathers, but we weren't allowed to take them out. So by making these, we're going to make our own special keepsakes. And you'll need just a few supplies to get started. You're going to need some paper, and you can even use recycled wrapping paper for this, some spaghetti noodles or coffee stirrers, masking tape, watercolors, some colored pencils, watercolor ones are really awesome, and scissors. So let's get started. First off, I created just a basic pattern shape, and this is just kind of like a long pointy oval, but you could use a stencil or draft your own pattern from things that you see in books or on the internet. So you can find this on our website and print it out if you want to make this one. Then you're just going to cut out your shape, and we're going to create a pattern template and cut it out with our scissors. So you can just cut all the way around if you want to, or if you like to draw the line and cut on the line, that's cool too. This paper is so thin that you could probably even cut out a couple of layers at a time and save yourself the energy. Now, we're going to need 2 of these paper feather forms to create each one. So I've got one already done right here. Now, for this next step, we need a glue stick and some spaghetti noodles. You're just going to put your spaghetti right in the middle of your form here. You can see that I marked it on the pattern with this dotted line. And we're going to go ahead and put a liberal amount of glue. You may want to cover your work surface with some wax paper for this part, or a scratch piece of paper. And just put your spaghetti noodle right inside. Now if you want, you could also use a coffee stirrer. It's plastic and it'll give it a little more body, and that way you could use it in some other crafts we have coming up too. And now I'm just going to kind of set this aside and make sure that it is well adhered. And here's one that's already done. You'll notice that sometimes the glue will actually make it start to bend, but this is kind of something we want because feathers really do bend in real life. So the next thing we're going to do is take a look at some pictures of feathers and kind of get inspired with how we want to paint. I kind of like this yellow and black one. It's a Baltimore Oriole. So I'm just going to start painting right on top of my feather. And it's okay to use a lot of water. So this one has some gray and some yellow, and I'm just going to kind of make my own little pattern here. If you wanted to be more precise, you could use colored watercolor pencils, and that would give you a little more control. And these are fun because you can color right on. Let me show you a blue because it shows up a little bit better. Just like this. So you can color on the color of your bird. Now, this could be a real bird or even an imaginary bird, and you could make up your own patterns and colors. And then just use a little bit of water to make it spread around. And that's the nice thing about watercolors, is that you can layer one on top of the other to add more color on there. If you add more water, it's going to be lighter. If you add a little bit more paint, it'll become more vibrant and vivid. Now, for this Baltimore Oriole that I'm painting, it's got some gray and some black, and it's kind of got some stripes. So let me see if I can make that happen here. Now you'll notice that it's starting to bend and warp a little bit. That's the spaghetti noodle absorbing the water. And see, I can even do like this to make it look even a little more realistic, like this. All right. All right, so let's add a little bit more to our colored pencil one. We'll use a darker color this time. Don't forget too, you can take a look at different websites or birds in the sky to get ideas, or even make up your own. Just be creative. There we go. All depends on what you like to draw, because you should make it personal. All right, so you're going to finish this, and let's take a look at the next step. And now we're going to kind of get inspired and make those little fringes by using our scissors. I've noticed that feathers are they have lots and lots of little feathers at the bottom, so I try to make a lot of teeny weeny snips at the very bottom. But then I can kind of even just go in halfway for the rest of it. Now, one thing you want to make sure of is don't cut over your spaghetti, because then you'll kind of cut it in half. But just a few will give it that realistic effect, just like this. And then if you want, you can even curl it with your fingernail, like this. Now, if you notice, this one broke off, but don't worry about that, because either way, you are going to want to use a little bit of masking tape to give your paper feather a nib. So I'm going to use a little bit of masking tape, and I'm just going to tape this onto the back, like this, and then wrap it around the front. Let me center it there. And then you can use the masking tape to wrap around it and hide the plastic. But this will give it a little more sturdiness if you wanted to use it, as a piece of art, or hang it from your bulletin board, or even make a magic wand with it. But be creative. Check the internet for pictures of feathers to inspire you, and feel free to go ahead and craft up your own feathers so you can fly high.